Now, one of the ways in which we can display our information to other people is to use a pivot table. So we can use the content that we've already created a table for, and we can click this button that says Pivot Table. We can decide the range that we're going to be using. In this case, we're going to use the entire range for the table we created. Now, obviously, you can use other data sources to create a pivot table. We're just using the one that's currently in our workbook. We can choose to put this pivot table inside of the worksheet we're working on, or we can choose to put it into a new worksheet. And that is what we're going to do. So we're going to click OK. What you're then going to see on the right side is that you have a way of being able to determine what fields are going to be in your pivot table. So what we're going to do is we're going to determine which elements we want to summarize. And maybe we'll summarize the categories of each of these areas. And so basically we have the sum of years, we have sum of inventory and sum of conversion, and the sum of the two. And now what we can do is we can arrange these elements in the way that we want them. And the way that we do that is we go to the actual element, click the field settings, and we can decide that we're not going to do the sum, we're going to do the count. So now we know that we have 29 full years. We're going to go to the inventory, we're going to click the field settings, and in this case what we're going to do is we're going to count the average. We're now going to do the sum of the conversion rate. We're going to click the settings. What we're going to do is we're going to use the maximum conversion rate. We're going to go here, and what we're going to do is we're going to click the field settings, and then we're going to do the minimum. And so basically what we have is we have a summary of the data that's in our table so that we can give an executive summary in the way that we want. And of course, you have full control over how you display this information inside your pivot table. And then what you're going to want to do is once you do that is you're going to want to make sure to rename your sheets. For example, you have one sheet that's called inventory table. That's where your main data is. You're going to rename this table to executive summary. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.